we got the destruction and fall of America. The destruction and fall of the world that we have known is now without a doubt in process. When we refer to the world, we are referring to the world of the white man. For the world of the black man have yet to come in. The world of the black man by divine guidance is now merging in on the old world of the white race. This makes the destruction and fall of the world of the white man. Here in America, we cannot see nothing but the fall of America. It is no secret today, my brothers and sisters. It is obvious to the eyes that are open. If we want to close our eyes and minds and claim that we do not see, then we'll be falling ourselves. This refusal to see is foolhardily, for regardless to how we may desire to see the old world stand, we do not have the power to starve off the destruction that caused the world of the white man to fall. The destruction and power that is bringing about the fall of the world of the white man is coming from Allah God. In the past history of the world of this white man, there was never a time of destruction of his world like the present time. It is useless for you to try to prevent the fall of the white man's world. There is no checking it. You see, this right race has not tried to do the right thing, justice. The doing of justice will have checked her fall. The Bible, Jeremiah. But America was never willing, and even at this hour, she is not willing to do justice by those who she has mistreated. She had dealt injustice to a black one slave for nearly 500 years that she had been in the Western Hemisphere. America have constantly burdened the poor black slave with every evil that she can imagine. Her evil scientists who have invented more and more evil practice and not been able to invent any more evil than that which they have already put out. Day and night, without a let up, the white man mistreat the poor black slave. And now since heaven and the God of peace, justice, freedom, and equality have come to the black slave, the white man is trying to make everyone to recognize the truth, deviate from it. The white man says, do not accept it. He makes the black man a hypocrite against his own starvation. The white man chose the one whom have not as yet accepted the truth of their starvation, and he promised them that which he will never be able to fulfill. America is falling. She is now losing the power and authority that she was enjoying in foreign lands. Her fall is very visible. Wherever her authorities have been exercising, the people are now crying out in one voice, leave us, American. Go home to America. Citizens of the country are telling American citizens, leave us. America no longer have friends. America and England deposited their little brother Israel on foreign soil in Palestine, which is Arab lands. They deprive Arabs of their own land and send them into the exile. This injustice against the Arabs is now causing America the power and authority that she once exercised in the East. She is on her way out of the Near East. This means bloodshed and plenty of it. In the Near East, there stand navies which are neither American nor British. They are there to drive America out. Skies over there are beginning to thicken with foreign planes, carrying deadly weapons, guns, and bombs. They will not be satisfied as long as Israel is in Palestine. The boy has come to a bursting point. We are in a troubled world. We are in a world that is now erupting. Black man who was once a slave in America, you have a way of escape The way out is now your own turn. It is on the condition that you submit to our God and come follow me. This is the only way out. I am the door and have the keys to your starvation. Reject it and die. We are in a world that is falling. It will soon be going up in flame. In Germany, the Cold War between East and West will soon erupt into a hot war. It will never be settled in peace. East and West, Germany must and will fight out with all the deadly weapons that the war scientists have planted and perfect for the final showdown. You do not have to worry too much about whether or not America is coming out of Asia. Certainly, America is coming out of Asia. The odds are against her staying there. But I warn you, my black people, my black brothers here in America, that while she is on the way home, we the black people are standing in this crossfire. The only hope that we have is to fly to our refuge and allow God. Look at what is going on to the south of us. Look at the many hijacks stick up of planes. America's afraid to put a stop to the hijacks, for she knows that she's going to run into more than she expects. You see these hijacker planes, this is why, you know what I mean, you're getting these plane crash, because there's so many hijacker planes. There's so many people coming in and out of this country, man. You know what I mean? Immigration, you got so many people, man, coming here. You know what I mean? Just look, my brothers. Just look what's going on in the South. Just look at many hijacker planes that's going on here in America. And America is afraid to put the stop to the hijack because she knows that she's going to run into more than she expects. Who would have thought that the big power of America would suffer such disgrace in this day and time? This is to teach you, my black brothers, that the power of America is becoming weak and she is falling. I said, black brothers, join to your own kind. Come follow me, for the world that you and I have known will soon be no more. The days of America's downfall, Allah manifests the fall of white America. He desired to make America fall as a warning to our brothers in Europe. White Americans in Germany, Allah has taught me, are the most wicked of the right race. The wicked deeds that have been performed and are still being performed by white Americans upon the so-called nickel. The slave are the worst and animal of history. They have been clever enough in their wickedness to make the so-called Negro slave love them, though they are their open enemies and murderers. Allah and the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, now judge the American whites and is causing America fall and total destruction. As we see here in America. So now this white man has been clever enough in their wickedness to make the so-called Negro slave love them, though they are their open enemies and murderers. See, Allah, God, and the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, now judge these American white people. And it's causing America fall and total destruction. We see ancient Egypt under Pharaoh is an example for fulfilling the signs and other prophecies of the doom of this people as foretold by the prophet from Noah to Jesus. Moses to Jesus are the most outstanding prophets in the history of the Caucasian race for the past 4,000 years. There are several others contemporaries, but Moses and Jesus are the major prophets of the right race history. The whole of the civilized world today, as prophesied in Isaiah, is against this white man of America. Allah hates the wicked American whites and threatened to remove them from the face of the earth. He hates this wicked American white and threatened to remove them from the face of this earth. Since white America and the white race in general have deceived the entire world of black people, their brethrens, brown, red, and yellow. A lot now is causing these people to wake up and see the white race as it really is, the created enemies of the darker people. As we see today, there's a general awakening of the darker people into the knowledge of self and the knowledge of their age-old 6,000-year enemy all over the earth. The American white race cannot sincerely give the so-called Negro, the slave, a square deal. She only desires to deceive them. And that's why God is after these white race of people. He coming to kill them, man. I'm going to say this like that. He hates them. He hates these people, bro. False equality. Today, America is trying against her will to give the so-called Negroes civil rights, which is against their very nature and will of this white race of people. For the first time since the black man had been here, America has falsely offered him social equality in certain parts of the country. This social equality consists mostly of permitting the American black race to mix openly with the white man and his woman's, the devil. You better not mix yourself with this white man and his woman's, the devils. You might become just like them. You might be one of them. You might be killed at the end of the day. You better not mix yourself in with these people that don't have no interest of you. See, my brothers and sisters, the actual idea is, however, is to grant this so-called to social equality amongst these lower class of whites. This is done so that the scriptures wherein they prophesize that the white man tempts and corrupts the so-called with his woman might be fulfilled. God has taught me that the white race was grafted unlike, and being unlike, it is able to attract the black man and woman, getting them to do all evil known to this white race. Doom prophesied it. One of the prophets of the Bible prophesied in regard to America as the morning spread abroad upon the mountains, a great and strong people set and battle away. Joel chapter 2 verse 2. This is the setting of the nation for a showdown to determine who will live on earth. The survivors is to build a nation of peace, to rule the people of the earth forever under the guidance of Almighty God Allah, with the nation setting forth for a final war at this time. God plead for his people, the inheritors of the earth, the so-called Negro. The so-called Negro is the prey of the white man of America, being held firmly in this white man's powers, along with 2 million Indians who must be redeemed at that time, and will be if the so-called Negro turn to his Redeemer. The problem of this American black man is his unwillingness to be separated from his 400-year-old enemy. The problem, therefore, is harder to solve, especially when the enemy is trying to fascinate the Negro with his lower class girls and women, arraying them partly nude before the Negro in every public news, media, cheap, daily, newspaper, and magazine, radio, TV. And Negro is quick to intimidate. The problem between these two people, separation, the so-called, so that they may be accepted and respected as equal or superior to other nations, must be solved. This is God's promise to the so-called Negro, the lost found members of the original black nation of the earth. This problem was made through the mouth of his prophets, the Bible and Quran, that he would separate us from our enemies and make us the master after this wicked race had been judged and destroyed for his own evil. But as I said, the solving of this problem, which means the redemption of a nigger, is hard to do since he loved his enemy. See the Bible, Deuteronomy 18:15, Psalms, Isaiah, Matthew 25:32, and Revelation 14. The manifestation of Allah and the judgment between the so-called Negro, an enemy of God, and the nation of Islam will make the so-called Negro see and know his enemy, himself, his people, his God, and his religion. Rejection of self. We hear the statement of black educational, political, and Christian classes which express their love for the white man, probably asking to be his brother, if not his brother-in-law. Now this class wants to make it clear to the world that they really love the white race and not the black race. This means that they want to be right instead of black. The devil has made them hate black. They reject the thought of black ever being a ruler or equal with the rulers. They act boldly from inferiority, not only for themselves, but for their people. They want to assert themselves and their kind, especially the so-called American Negro, and to a race of white people without ending the black race. It is just the opposite with Allah, God, myself, and my followers. We want out completely. We want no claim to a kinship with a people who by nature are not our kin. Read from Genesis to Revelation in the Bible, from Surah chapter 2 to Surah 114 of the Holy Quran. By no means are the so-called Negro and the white kins. See, God did not create them brothers, nor did he create them to ever become brothers. One is creating enemy against the other. And since the righteous are more powerful than the wicked, Allah, the God of the righteous, set a time of reckoning for enemy, the white man, of the righteous. Separation. We want separation. We want a home on this earth we can call on. We want to go for self and lead the enemy who have been sentenced to death by Allah. Revelations 20, 10, and 14. From the day he was created. You see this subject in the Bible and Quran. No one, white, black, brown, red, yellow, can prove to me by any scriptures of Allah God, sent by one of the prophets of Allah God, that we should not be separate from the right race, and that we should believe and follow the religion dictate and shape and formed it by the white race theologians. The coming of Allah and the judgment of this wicked world is made clear by the prophet saying of the prophet, the so-called reverends and the proud intellectual class are doomed to destruction with enemy if they remain with him instead of joining in to Allah who loved them and who will deliver them in the nation of Islam. The so-called Negro masters must be warned of the great mistake they make and fall in the leaderships of those who love and befriend their murderers. This will not get them freedom or civil rights. America is fallen, her doom have come, and none said the prophet shall help her in her days of her downfall. In the Bible, God plead with you to fly out of her, America, and seek refuge in him. Revelation 18, verse 4. It certainly would change your mind about fallen doomed people and people who hate you and your kind, and who call one who teaches the truth about them a hater. They are the producer of hate of us. We are with God, the righteous. The days of trouble. The days of trouble has now come from God Almighty. The days of trouble have now come to us from Almighty God Allah, the God who is the real owner of the heavens and earth. Allah God created for himself a heaven, and then he let it out to a fourth and right race, for them to enjoy themselves in it for a while. Now they have proved it unworthy of such glorious creation. And now the God who is the owner of this heaven and earth is ready to take over and rule it for himself. Never no more will the earth nor the heavens of the earth be let out to non-owners. It is a great wisdom taught to us, and let new creatures, right race, try their knowledge of mastering that which they were not made to master, which we knew we made them that they would not be able to master the original creation for long. For as long as we, the black people, are of the planet, there is no new creatures that could be put in order for ruling, that which we already have, and we are in it. It is such a wise piece of work that has been done. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the originator of this creation is just. There is no comparison anywhere to make. There is no such thing that the originators can put the planet aside out of the hole and let someone else take over. This race, the right race, has not been successful in ruling according to their will and according to a real owner. For the right race had to use the original materials that he himself has created. There is nothing of which this white man can call himself the creator. So therefore, since this white man continued to make trouble, which by nature he was made to do, we do not see any way out of trying to live with the white man in peace. The nature of the white man is ever causing unrest amongst himself and amongst us too. The white man just cannot make peace for himself because of his nature. Today, God has decided that we, the black people, cannot get along with the white man in peace, and that the white man must be removed. The right race won't remove us, the black people. But in order for the white man to remove us, the black man, he'll have to move the whole entire heaven and make the heaven vote anything like life. And then from a vote, we'll have to just start over again and create life. For life in the universe is life that we, the black people, have established it. Therefore, to get away from our own life, which was created by the black man, so that a new life could come in, we'll have to rid the space of life which belonged to us, the black man. And when the space was rid of life that we, the black people, have created, another one will have to create life of his own making. We, the poor black people here in America, must be chained into a new and different people altogether. So Allah God, who came in a person of Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me But now the complete make of us will be renewed from what we are in now. And we call it a new thing. There will come a day when we, the black people, will have a complete new thing for man and earth and the heaven above us. But according to the scientists, God will cause this to go into a new thing, now a complete destruction of the old, where there is no root to grow something from, now at this time. See, the thing that Allah God would like to do now and would do is to destroy the works of the devil, as the devil would like to destroy God's work that God has created. The devil cannot destroy God's creation, because the devil has no part in the creation of the first creation. Since the devil had no part in the first creation, this make the devil unable to lay hold to the power that will destroy the first work of God. The main thing which I keep mentioning enough to make you disgusted is something for the black man in America who has spent his life long and sleeping in ignorancy of the knowledge of that which he is in. But as soon as the black man can awaken to the knowledge of this that he is in, then he can lay hold to that which he did not have knowledge of, which is that the black man is the creator of the first creation. Allah God wants to put the black man back into power. And the way the black man can be put back into power is Allah has to make this black man all over again to master power, after giving the black man the authorities. Look at the poor, once pitiful black man in America. Look how he strives to reach for himself. Is now making a fast progress in that which God leaves for him to understand. Till the black man conversation has changed. The black man way of thinking has changed. His astral physical form has changed. It is a great thing to have come to the black man in America. The black man in America is getting happier and happier. It's now hard for this black man in America to get rich. For he's getting rich from his own wisdom. No one have given him anything. As the Bible teaches you as the son, no one gave into him, but he's getting rich so fast that God chose this son to become the head of the house that he has to stray away from. The future of the black man is so beautiful that we can hardly comprehend it. The biggest thing that stands before us is qualification and readiness. Let us get qualified to master the house that God has given to us before someone tries to rob us of that mastering of the house. If they rob us of the mastering of the house, I'm sorry for us. I said to you, black brothers and black sisters, do not be foolish. The kingdom of heaven will be given to you and to me. Have patience to receive it. But to get the house into our service is like a mother giving birth to a baby. The baby must mature in that which he is in. As the baby mature in the room of the mother in order to be born, so the black man must mature to be born into a new world that the black man must build himself. These are the days of trouble. Pledged by God, white America is doomed. With the end of the rule of the white race over the black people of the earth in sight, face to face, we have to deal with each other according to actual facts, which exists between the two nations, black and white. With the nature and desire of this white race to continue their rule and suggestion of the darker people, even though the white man recognized the facts, will continue to try to hold on into his rule, his suggestion, his thinking of what he has inquired under such rule, that which is his. He cannot give up the prey, his concession, the merchandise which he has spoiled out from under the nose and eyes of the real owners, black men. He is willing to shed the blood of his own people and of that of others to hold into that which he called his legal possessions. See, the spirit arose and the black man says no, that the continent and what is on and under its surface belong to him and his people, black nation. The spirit and knowledge is now not only confined to Africa and Asia, the black, brown, yellow people, but it's actually is now arising in American so-called Negro, the true lost and found brothers of the black man throughout the earth, whether it be Africa or Asia. He is the brothers of them all. It is the desire of this right race to continue to hold power and authorities over black Africa, whether it is or elsewhere. See, they'll just have to give it up. We see England, Germany, Italy, France, especially England, France, and Stelton, Germany, seem to be diehards. See, the white man will be acting wisely if they will realize that one day, sooner or later, they must pack up and leave. Wherefore, I quote, the Bible prophesies concerning the separation of nations, again today as it was before. Every man must go to his own. This is the clearest and most direct justice that God and man could agree upon. The white man cannot live in luxury unless he has this black man in his place of possession and suggestion to his will. But as I repeatedly says in this paper and all of my writings, you cannot make God and his prophet liars, nor can we reverse the time of the prediction in which these things would take place. So the time hath come. This is nothing but justice, that we have possession of what is our own. The white man is conscious of the fact that he had deceived the black man of the knowledge of the black man and his possessions. But that particular authority was given divinely temporarily. But by that same divinity, it is now being taken from the right race. The right race is facing doom because she will not act according to justice and righteousness, which was not by nature put in her. But this is known, and her race is frightened concerning her future, as we see here in America. The white man recognizes his coming doom, and many of them would rather die here than go elsewhere outside of America to try to defend what they call their own independent sovereignty. Some have poured gasoline over themselves and committed suicide by setting themselves on fire. This is a very new and open act of a people who, and every other people, black, brown, yellow, and red on earth, to fight their wars and to save their independence. A ruthless and brutal people like America, England, and Germany should be ashamed in this modern time to look for these people when they have robbed, killed, murdered it, and brought under suggestion by force. To think that today they should be so soundly asleep that they ignore the time and authority that they can unite as Europeans have been doing against black Africa and brown and yellow Asia. As the book says to this right race, as thou hast done, so shall it be done to you. The white man must return to Europe and concentrate on that continent for his future, or else concentrate on his death instead of his life, for they can no longer rule the black man. The black man now knows where his home is and is now rising up to take possession of that which is his. America's doom, feared it. America, I say it again, America is doomed, fear. She fear of what's coming on her land. She's in fear of what's coming. See, God's taken the confusion out of us, my brothers and sisters, and put the confusion on them. Confusion of people. So Allah and the person Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, for finding an office to sit us in heaven at once. Our submission to him entirely. We fear the doom of America that is now cutting her to pieces. The prophecy teach us that her doom will come in. One day death, mourning came in one day. One day means 1 year. Even after that, she should be burned with fire. Divine prophecy is that white America will suffer isolation from the nation of the earth. The revelation of John of the Bible prophesies of America doom. America is spoken of under the savage name of a beast and dragon who oppose the messenger of God and all those who seeks to follow him. Beast, dragon are the names used to represent America because of their nature and their characteristics. Are these people evil and hater of his black one slave? The beast or dragon trolls woman seeking to destroy the messenger and his followers. The new comfort. The messenger of Allah is referred to as the woman with a newborn baby, with a victorious beast like enemy trails her, the messenger of God, everywhere that he goes. The beast does this to prevent the messenger and his followers from making progress, making friends with his own black people, who will help the messengers to convert and unite his black people, not only in the United States of America, but the whole world of the black nation. To unite and fly out of our enemies who seek to destroy and kill you and me night and day does not just mean leaving America, but it means also to leave the ideologically and all that America represents. And the nation, Europe and Asia, stood far away off for fear of a burning USA and for fear of a divine pledge. To you, my black people, the end is now. Who said that you are going any place? We see heaven and hell are both a condition of life. They are not places. Devil make hell for you. And God in the person of Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, makes heaven for you and me. America has to her own doom. The ultimate aim of this world should be known to everyone, especially the righteous. We are classified the righteous as being the people who belong to the right God. God of righteousness, truth, freedom, justice, and equality of the nation of righteousness. Today, the so-called American Negro must be resurrected and made to know, understand the fate of anyone who will follow or be deceived by the arch deceivers. The strongest and most powerful weapons the arch deceiver have after disposal is to deceive the world of righteousness, the nation of Islam. They do not stop at the common ignorant Muslims, but reach also for the scholars and scientists of Islam, who should be aware of their trickery and their deceits. We are in a world that is passing out of existence, and she is putting up a fight war to destroy the nation of righteousness. Be aware to try to oppose the success of Allah's truth only has their doom of falsehood and its teachers. The world evil makes its first attack on the world righteousness, thereby clearly showing herself as being the enemy of righteousness. When she thinks that she has built a strong enough force to attack the righteous, she does so, which I have said before, hasted her own doom. Falsehood cannot be victorious over the truth. in the days of truth. The resurrection is the day of truth. The resurrection is the day of truth as it trumpet over falsehood. The RCC Force War